Hey everyone, welcome back again. So let's talk something new. I mean, not new, but yeah, not discussed at least in my channel so far. Okay. So most of you are already aware of the divisional chart concept, right? So I'm not gonna tell something which is totally different or something new. Maybe highlighting something which we might have forgot or some things which has not been utilized properly to assess our own chart or others chart. So most of the time what I have observed, right, that whenever people coming to me for any consultation or learning purpose also, they always come up with questions like what you see in D9 and D10, right? So the mind in our mind, it is already throttled that after D1, D9 and D10 is the supreme important divisional chart, which is absolutely fine. I mean, that's nothing wrong in that. Even I should say that not only D9 and D10, all the rest of the 15 divisional charts apart from the D1, everything is important. That's why that has been invented, cultivated, discussed, shared by a lot of experts in YouTube. I'm also doing the same thing. But one thing what I really wanted to share, that the mindset has been shifted more towards D9 and D10. Because D9 is all about your marriage. D9 is all about your real potential of the planets of D1. And D10 you already know, it's all about your career. Okay, how the career will be, what kind of path you can choose, what kind of good things you can earn through your career. But now what I'm going to tell, that there's one more chart which is, I feel it is one of the supreme important, critical, much more important than D9 and D10. That is nothing but your Drekkana. That means your D3. Very important. Why? First of all, you need to understand your what is your third house. So third house is what? Third house is all about your courage, it's your bravery, it's your effort, it's your competitive power. How you respond when you are in a crisis situation. That's what third house shows, and D3 is the more detailed, penetrated view of your third house. And that's why it is so important. See, D9, your bhagya, your higher wisdom, your spirituality, your D10, that is your, or let's say 10th house, your career, recognition, success, authority, everything is fine. But without your effort, those two things will not be achieved. Even when you are into the spiritual path, you should give the effort, right? Spirituality is not easy. I say, not only me, I believe every one of you will agree, all the experts will agree that the spirituality is much more tough than the regular life. Because in regular life, you still can expect faster results, but in spirituality, you cannot expect even results. Even it is also possible that even after doing so much of sadhana, so much of mantra ucharan, mantra jap, whatever it is, you may not get the desired results in this life. It can happen, or it may happen with your next generation, or if you are taking a rebirth in some other world, that might continue from there. So it's a complete uncertain world, spirituality. So whatever it is, whichever path we are, whichever directions we are going, everything depends on your effort. Everything depends how brave you are to choose that path, how brave you are to compete with others in that field, how brave you are to deal with the crisis situations. So that is the main thing. That's the reason D3 is so important in our life. Or let's say third house. Okay. So now the question comes that how we can understand that our D3 is good or D3 is weak. So first of all, there is no such thing as bad or weak. Always think in a positive way that where I can do improvement. Because first of all, bhagya you cannot, I mean, to some extent you cannot alter your luck, because that is few things are coming like karma phal of your past life, right? We talk about, I mean, lot of astrologers, lot of experts, we all talk about past life and karma phal of previous birth and all. So few things cannot be changed. Let's say 30 to 40% of your bhagya cannot be altered. Okay? Which is fixed. You have to face that. And rest 50 to 60% can be altered, not by remedy. Remedy is there, that's fine. But with your effort, with your dedication, with your truthfulness towards the activity, whatever you are doing, you can alter the rest of the 50 to 60% of your life. Okay, so that's important. Now, whatever I said, things can change, things can alter, dedication, truthfulness, those words, right? From where it is coming? It is coming from your third house, that is D3. Your effort shows who you are. Every time the results doesn't show who you are, your effort shows whether you are consistent or not. I think in one of my video I told that, and actually I believe that. I personally believe that thing, that every day you will not feel motivated. Every day anybody, not only me, anyone cannot feel motivated. But every day you can show consistency. That what matters most. Consistency always win. Always. Motivation lacks, but consistency always win. That particular thing, that effort, consistency, consistent effort, dedication, courage, that we can see from the third house in a detailed view from D3, your Drekkana. That's so important. And from third house itself we can, it's a let's say that is the only house which is giving all the necessary details of the rest of your chart. Seventh house, it is fifth from third. Your all creativity, your all romance, your all beautiful communications will get activated when you are talking with your partner, either business partner or spouse or any relationship. That matters the most, how you communicate with seventh house. And that creativity comes, why? From the third house, because it is fifth from the third. And second important thing, your ninth house, we talk about lot about D9, marriage, spouse, marital life, potential of the chart, potential of the planets, all fancy words we talk. Why it is so important? Because D3 is so important, because third house, first of all, ninth is what? Seventh from third. Seventh is what? From any house. What is the importance of seventh house from any house? That is the image what has been created in front, I mean, regarding you in people's mind. Let's say, how what is the importance of my seventh house? Whenever I am uploading a video, whether you like me or not, you are getting a notification, and you are having something, this particular guy has uploaded something on astrology topic. Whether I like it or not, that is different thing, but you have that image that this guy is uploading a video on astrology topic. That is the image I have created, or you have created, a image of me in your mind or in your brain. That is the seventh house impact. And if I am not communicating well to you, if I am not, giving a good information to you, you may not feel connected with me, so the relationship can break. So now you're understanding why third and seventh are so connected. If I'm not showing some, let's say, affection towards the viewers, if I not show any kind of, or let's say not affection, let's say the importance to the viewers, like people are commenting on my videos, right? If I don't respond to that, how will you feel? You'll feel bad, or you'll feel ignored. That what it will ruin? It will ruin my seventh house if I don't respond. Okay, so that's the reason. Third and seventh, see, just understand the connection. It is fifth from third. That's why all the answers whatever I am giving, there should be some authenticity, there should be some creativity, there should be some truthfulness. All the things I discussed regarding third house. Similarly, when it is going to the ninth house, that's where the mentoring things come. When your idea is coming out, you are looking for a mentorship, ninth house will get connected. That's where you see the right potential of the planet. Whether you'll get a right mentor, or whether you'll get a, you'll face obstacles to get a mentor. What kind of relationship between you and your mentor, we'll see that. And based on that mentorship, based on that knowledge acquired, and then we go for the execution, that is in D10. That is where the things get executed, your career starts, your business things gets, growth, what kind of products you're gonna sell, what kind of job you're gonna do, what kind of rewards, promotions, whatever, that we can see. Social status from the 10th house. Now you have understand that everything is connected with the third. If we do not give effort to that third house, all those things will not happen in your life. Even though if you have a very good chart, it will remain as it is. And at one point of time, being a consultant, I might tell you, or a lot of people will tell you, you had a lot of potential, but you have wasted. Why you have wasted? Because we were focused on D9 and D10. We were focused on improving D9 and D10. We never focused on D3. If we shift towards D3 improvement, if we shift doing some remedies towards the D3 conditions, we might have executed, or overcome those obstacles in a much better way, in a much faster way. So that's why D3 is so important. It is so important in Vedic astrology. Even in the classical text, right, as I think I mentioned, Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra, that is the ultimate classical text of Vedic Jyotish. It is clearly mentioned D3 is so important. Without D3, there is no point of discussing D9 and D10. If you are not communicating well with your partner, how you can tell that your married life will be good? So communication, from where it will come? Effort, from where it will come? It will come from D3. Check D3, where it is lacking. Check your third lord, the condition of your D1 third lord. What is the condition is happening in D3? Is it connecting with some malefic planet? Check that. Then you'll understand. Simple example I'm giving. As I said, right, competitiveness. That means you are competing with someone. You are fighting against some crisis situation. You are fighting against some odd situations. You are fighting against, let's say, with your enemies. if you have somehow connected Ketu with your third lord in D3, you will feel detached from your enemies. Like, okay, I'll not do fight. I simply cannot do fight. It's not like you cannot. You are thinking you cannot. You are just simply don't want to waste time. You're moving on. And some people will take it badly, some people will take it in a positive way. It's totally depends on the perception of human mind. Okay, so this is one thing. Now one more example. If you have Rahu associated with your third lord in D3, overthinking will be there. Lot of ideas will come, like for too much of out of the box thinking, which normal people cannot digest, normal people cannot accept. So we need to check that. Then we need to do some remedies or some figuring out. If you are connected, your third lord of D1 connected with Rahu or Ketu, as I said, or let's say if it is connected with some other enemy planet, what I have observed that these people are there in the room, but when the office meeting is going on, some people are already discussing something, showing some PPTs and all, their mind is somewhere else. They're thinking when I'll go back to home, when I'll go back to my hometown, or when I'll be in my comfort zone, I can play some games, I can watch movies in OTT. Okay, so that what I'm trying to tell here. If your in your D3, if your third lord of D1 is afflicted, then this kind of response we can see from a person, even though physically he is present, but his mind or her mind is somewhere else. This also can possible when it is with Rahu. Okay, Rahu can give you multiple ideas, but it also gives you the arrogance of not listening to others' ideas. So think like that. Okay, whenever you're checking your D1, check your D3 also. Your third house division you should check. You'll understand whether you are able to concentrate in your office meetings or not, whether you are able to accept other people's ideas or not, whether you have to go back and multiple time you have to ask for clarification from your supervisor or peers, colleagues, whatever, for whatever they have shared it with you. You will understand that your third lord of D1 have some affliction in D3. Okay, so check that method and let me know in comment section how these things are working for you. If not, we will discuss about some other more techniques. Okay, so thanks everyone, thanks for staying with me, and thank you very much.